Okay, loves. Thank you so much for dropping in and joining this beautiful EarthAngel Fireside Ceremony tonight. My real intention with facilitating this space for us is, while it's online, and I would dearly love to be together with each and every one of you so I could just give you a huge big hug in person and share that beautiful heart space, I hope that you can create that for yourself and really feel through the words and through this space tonight that you are feeling nourished and you are feeling surrounded and you are feeling supported. And while it's via a Zoom call at this point, we really want to desire to create for ourselves that it feels like a warm, energetic hug with a beautiful group of soul-aligned friends who see you and hold you and acknowledge you. And this beautiful circle, the twinkling lights and the warm, cozy fire in the middle. And then for the next hour and a half or 2 hours, we can just really let go of everything that we've been holding. This is my intention, is that this space, if you allow it and you're ready to receive it, can be a deep healing transmission for you. You have done so much and have been holding so much and have been navigating so much at this time. I really honor you and I see you. And while I, Alice, don't know the individual ins and outs of the last 3 months of your life, I can absolutely at a collective level see and acknowledge and understand and have experienced what we as humanity have been faced with, have been feeling, have been going through, and have been, growing through. Really, like the moment and the opportunity here is a deep celebration to really acknowledge and honor and own and integrate the depths of shift that have occurred, because they have been so incredibly beautiful. Painful, big lessons, wonderful lessons. There's been, at a collective level, such an opportunity for things which have been buried for a long time to come to the surface, to be shown, to be healed, to be acknowledged, and then to be released. And I honor you because this is not an easy process, and we are still and will be for some time in the waves of this expansion and contraction and expansion and contraction process of learning at a deep level what it means to be human, what it means to find compassion for ourselves and others, what it means to hold the space of unity and love and real lightness, while acknowledging shadow, while acknowledging trauma, while acknowledging things that are difficult and are not the way that we want them to be yet, but holding and knowing that there's a space of possibility at the end of the tunnel, that we can see the light, we can sense the light. And when we, and it just this like last wee while, it's been like the evolutionary process of humans has been under the microscope. It's been a pressure cooker. And so for us to be able to come tonight and to be able to breathe deeply and to surrender into the next level of healing, to offer up the space to be filled with the wisdom of our higher soul self, with the wisdom of our soul, with the divine healing light of the higher angelic realms, of those from the non-physical who wish to support us in only the highest divine light, healing love and resonance of source. So one of my intentions tonight is that we really breathe and be together and acknowledge and know the sisters who are on this call, the ones who would be listening to this later, that we really are connected and that we're not alone in our experience, because one of the things that's been coming up over and over is that there's an individual kind of experience, whereas at a very, very deep level now, a deeply woven, beautiful golden grid level right through all of our hearts, we are in very much a collective experience. And while there's these deep codes of deep, I don't use the word codes, but deep wedges of division which are coming in, we are able, if we are willing, to really find unity, compassion, depth of listening, depth of understanding with our fellow brothers and sisters, with our children, with our ancestors, through the illusion of separation, which is just an illusion. So tonight I'm going to lead us through a guided meditation where I hope that our intention is to really come through and clear, to surrender, to forgive, to find that space of compassion, of oneness, of wholeness and unity in our hearts again. Working with the beautiful angels and their magnificent, magical, clearing light and their abilities, obviously in alignment with your own soul self and your own team of the highest light and resonance there as well. And then after that, we'll take some time of sharing for those of you who feel you've got things on your heart you'd like to share, and some oracle cards as well. Maybe for at the end, we'll just see how we're going for time. Okay, beautiful. So thanks for being here. Let's just start with connecting in with our breath. Using this opportunity to sit up a little taller or to lie and be in the most comfortable position. I'll just really take a moment for those of you who have cacao or have a beautiful herbal tonic to honor, especially with cacao, if we're working with cacao tonight, just to honor the very pure, beautiful essence of her and her spirit, to acknowledge the ancestors, specifically working with the spirit of cacao and the guardians of the plant medicine, to really welcome them forward to stand alongside us, to sit with us now when we ceremony with cacao. They are always welcome to bring through their ancient healing and wisdom for us, helping our hearts to open even further and to receive her magical love and the golden codes of the spirit of cacao. So we just say an energetic yes to working with her, either in physical or in the essence of her now. Beautiful. So let's just take now some more deep breaths, just in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe out and just breathe love. Feel the release through your physical body. Breathing out anything from your day, any stress, any tension that you're carrying. Allow that to drift out now. And then on the next in-breath, just imagine you are breathing in light. You're breathing in love, breathing in prana, and hold that for a moment. Allow it to travel up through your throat, into your eyes, your third eye, your crown, just to enrich and bring light to that space, and then down through and out there. And then continue in your own time, just breathing in and out. Breathing in and out, and as we're breathing in and out, just become more and more present to the miracle that the breath is, that all life comes from breath, the inspire, to breathe, the inspiration to live, the inhalation. Breathe deeply, deeply, reverently, and sacredly, knowing that the breath and that the this ability to connect with our life source through our breath is currently, has been for some time and continues to be under suppression. Just want to land that in for us in the most gentle way possible, such that there's no resistance to this fact, but just have it be there like a fact that it is, that our breath and our deep breathing and our ability to breathe and the fact that that really brings life to us has been and is under actual suppression, intentional suppression. So with the amount of intentional suppression that we breathe, that we feel into our breath as a collective, let's bring an equal and more abundant and larger intentional aspect to the beauty of the breath and the depth of the breath and the life-giving quality of the breath, and also how much breathing connects us to each other. Imagine if we were sitting in a circle and we were doing this exercise, we would almost be able to sense each other breathing in and out. We'd be able to feel the heart and the chest open and expand as it holds in more breath. And then the exhalation, and the release that it is to let go. And I don't know about you guys, but more and more and more I'm finding the tool of breath such a beautiful reminder to become into the now moment, to become present, to sit. I've been experiencing breathlessness, and it has been inviting me into a deeper union with my breath, which I'm grateful for. And also more surrender and rest. You know, I've been noticing that when I am in a breathless state, whether it's a physiological thing or a mental thing or a lag from an collective experience of this current breathlessness that we're experiencing, that my ability to tap in and to be with my breath and then to slow down and maybe rest is just teaching me more and more and more that there is no rush. It allows me to face the things that I feel I'm gasping for or running out of time for, or, you know, and being distracted from in my now moment, in my now experience, and trusting myself that I will remember, that I will be taken care of, that these moments are precious and they will come and they will go and they will flow. But the clamor and the tightness with which I've been holding life is asking us now to allow more space. We're working not only on a mental and a logical outcome, we are deeply moving into a somatic experience, into a bodily experience, an integrative experience. As your inner child being held, as your body being held, as your mind being held, as your light being held, as your nervous system feeling good. Like, it's not just about what do I have to do from my head, it's like, are all these things integrating into my experience to have me having the richest experience of my life right now. So as we continue to breathe and feel that beautiful breath, let's invite in the angels now, just to come and sit with us tonight in this meditation. We invite in Archangel Michael and Archangel Lady Faith First of the blue cosmic ray. We ask that they provide us with a beautiful golden dome of protection around our temple of angelic golden light tonight, around each of us and around this collective circle and around those of us who are listening to my voice in this now moment or in future time space, that you feel protected and loved and held and surrounded by these beautiful guardian protector angels who we can call on in any minute to come to our aid, to come to our protection, to bring us wisdom, guidance. And now we ask for deep, deep clearing and energy reset. So this is Archangel Michael and Archangel Lady Faith. We allow them to come close to our field now, and we ask that they come and do their work around lovingly and deliberately helping us to gently disconnect, to cut any cords, any energetic taps or leaks from our field, anything that is draining us of energy, any resistance that we might be feeling, any expectations, any projections, any heaviness that we are carrying in our field, which are no longer serving us, which are no longer required. We offer these up to these beautiful archangels now and ask them that they help us through this meditation to really release and feel lighter through this process. A deep, deep release. And you can imagine these beautiful angels coming closer to you now and experience an increasing lightness as they help you to release these cords, front and back, on both sides, behind and above. And then unknowingly to you, any cords that may have attached from others. So you are shining a beautiful, radiant light right now. And many people in their darkness are searching for light. So like moths to a flame, you may have attracted some cords, you may have attracted some energies which are not of the highest, that are not serving you and your purpose right now. So we ask that these also be lovingly and deliberately removed now from your field. And this is a beautiful process because there's really nothing you need to do, but you just invite these angels in and they'll do their work. They do their work. They're very swift and adept. Beautiful. And we just thank them and they continue to move through now and ongoingly. These beautiful angels of only the highest divine healing light of God. And then we ask, coming in, hold balance, Archangel Raphael and Archangel Lady Mary. Archangel Raphael and Archangel Lady Mary come on the green emerald healing ray, deep physical healing. So anyone who's carrying any physical ailments, any physical pains, might like to invite them to come close, to come in and really hold space. Feel their beautiful green emerald light swirling around you now, helping to cleanse and clear through your physical body of bone and blood, through each of your organs, through all of your energy centers, from top to toe. May they help you clear your channel. May they help you connect more deeply to the intuitive wisdom and the knowledge of your beautiful physical body. Our intention with this clearing is that you feel revitalized, energized, but we also ask the angels that they help us with sleep and restfulness. So after the ceremony tonight, we really want to be able to settle down quickly into a deep, restful, nourishing sleep for our nervous system. So while we're clearing out and we're requesting energy, we're also asking for a beautiful balance, which will allow us to sleep and to hold more light, to ultimately hold more light in our physical body. And I think I'm really inviting these angels in to help us with our intuitive understanding of what's good and nourishing for us at a nervous system and at a physiological system at this time is really good. It might be lighter food, it might be greens, more plants, it might not be, it might be grounding, nourishing food, which is a little heavier. but just to help us intuitively select what feels good and what doesn't feel good, and what's right, and what, you know, what is going to be of service in the best way for us at the minute with the outcomes that we're wishing to achieve in our life, whether that be full and vital health, whether it be stamina and energy, whether it be more groundedness. And as we feel those beautiful angels doing their work, just pulse light and love, gratitude towards them, and feel your heart chakra expanding. They're working on the heart with that beautiful green light. Beautiful heart chakra. Healing our hearts. And then we invite in our Kaya Lady Hope of the Rainbow Ray and Archangel Gabriel to come stand behind us now. Archangel Gabriel brings in a beautiful cosmic diamond crystalline healing energy to our sphere, to our aura around us, this egg-shaped energetic field that we have. We ask him to clear and expand our field now. You might imagine this white, shiny, pearlescent light, or a golden, glittery shimmer of Archangel Gabriel coming in behind you now, helping you stretch up your angel wings, helping you really straighten your spine and feel that beautiful divine light, the lux, the light, the spaces in your spine grow taller and receive more light, ironing out any kinks. This is our like little energetic chiropractic adjustment, which Archangel Gabriel brings in so beautifully and gently, right down through the tailbone into the root. And I've discovered that Archangel Gabriel loves to work with Archangel Aurora, who is this beautiful, sweet, healing angel. She brings us hope and the rainbow ray. At this point, I'm also going to ask Archangel Zadkiel to come in. Archangel Zadkiel is a beautiful purple violet flame who works really wonderfully with the cosmic diamond light of Archangel Gabriel. So we introduce those colors now, and we ask that those combine in this beautiful, like, energetic wash to come through our energy and just down and drain away, and allow it to carry any residual denser energies from our field. We might feel more light now. Just allow that rain to continue to wash through. And then we open up our solar plexus in the front of our heart now, front chakras, to beautiful Archangel Muriel, standing tall between heaven and earth, creating a bridge of transmutative fire, of alchemy. Archangel Muriel comes in on the ruby red ray. It's a beautiful, warm, hot energy. He loves to work with Archangel Ariel and the goddesses. The goddess Kali. The goddess is carrying the fire, helping us alchemize, create, transmute, release into the sacred flame of the fire. That like instant energy where things dissipate and are gone, but are transmuted and become something else more powerful, more vibrant, more etheric. We just allow and surrender any energies to that beautiful fire and the flame now. So those are the angels anchoring the horizontal plane, and around them we ask for a 360-degree wall of beautiful golden light, of all of the angels of the highest divine light and resonance only, to stand guard and to hold and expand our field now. And as they do that, we can lovingly and deliberately call all of our energy back to us. And then we open above and below by inviting in Archangel Sandalphon, Archaea Lady Gaia, And all of the archangels working on the physical realm with the animals, the insects, the plants, the land, those who are anchoring like Archangel Uriel, Botiel, Rochael. They are creating these bridges up from our human realms, from the third and the fourth and the fifth dimensional realms, up into the 7th, 8th, 9th, 12th and above, up to the much, much higher realms of celestial divine light and healing love, where everything feels easy and flowing, magnificent and beautiful, powerful. This is the source light within us. This is where we came from and where we will return to. And when we build these energetic bridges, which is safely held with the highest divine light and protection and love, we can tap into this magnificent source. We feel this through our heart, through our crown, through our third eye, through our throat, through our eyes and ears. We welcome in that divine healing light from the beautiful archangels and angels of the highest light and resonance above, from our galactic teams, our higher soul self, our I am presence, from those in our monad and our soul family, all of the golden light, the light workers light from all around the planet, those who are of the highest intention only, that are connecting with us and joining with us in the ascension process and really in the raising of our consciousness, the remembering and the awakening aspects of our divine soul self, which are being anchored more and more and more onto the planet as we bring more and more love through. Let us align with that flow, align with the highest and go with that beautiful energetic flow now. We're just going to breathe into this. Beautiful. Just hold the space. Hold the space. I'm going to ask Archangel Zadkiel to step forward now. Archangel Zadkiel carries the violet flame and it's time for transmutation. This is a deep offering from Archangel Zadkiel for us to be in right relationship, for us to do some energetic work now for our own soul selves to come into right relationship, but also on behalf of the collective to drop deep into energetic healing, bringing forth a healing light towards the consciousness of unity, into the consciousness of love, of acceptance, of tolerance, of peace, of openness, of communication. Just if anyone's becoming or feeling a little ungrounded, just remember to come down into your root chakra. Send love to anywhere that might be, feeling a little tight. I've just got some knots in my lower back right now. So feeling that energy getting potentially stuck in anywhere that's like a little blocked. So you can send some love to that place physically or with your intention. You can hold a little bit of light there. These can be areas within your skeletal system or your muscular system which are carrying a little trauma or past life injury. You might notice when you're doing light work that they can flare up. So we just always want to work gently and lovingly through those little areas as they show us that they are requiring a little extra healing. breathing. Right, so we have Archangel Zadkiel. And I want to invite you now to bring to mind a relationship or a situation, probably a person, but you might want to use a situation or something that you are dealing with personally, in which you're experiencing resistance. So a lot of our collective exhaustion and our collective tiredness and our collective lack of motivation, our restlessness and lack of focus right now is coming from resistance. So there's just a big wall of resistance there. I don't want to do it. I can't be bothered doing it. There's no point in doing it. What is it all coming to anyway? Everything's fucked. Like, sorry to use the F word, but there is this like soul depression. My assertion is there's the soul depression which is happening. We don't want to be here. We want to find relief from the relentlessness of what it feels like at the minute to be a light worker, to be an empathetic soul, to be a highly sensitive person, to be someone who can see and feel everything right now. And the way that that shows up for us is this extreme exhaustion because we don't want to do the do. It's tiring, it's a lot to hold. So what that then, the symptom of it is this deep tiredness, and this may or may not be relevant for you right now, but if it is, or you're feeling an experience of this, you may even be feeling the collective exhaustion because there is such a lot of it. It's a bodily thing. It's to do with our cortisol being elevated, being under constant pressure and kind of attack, overwhelm. It's to do with our adrenals, but it's also to do with our collective consciousness and energy, just about to push through up into another level of expansion. So we're just hitting a bit of a ceiling. But this exercise and a lot of the energy work that's being done on the planet at the moment is going to help us really with taking the next right step into this space of momentum again and action, forward momentum and action. So bring to mind this relationship. Specifically, it might be a conversation. I have one which was beautiful that happened recently where someone reached out to me. I had actually put in a boundary on social media. I had blocked that person. I was tired. There was some things that were aggravating for me, and instead of continuing to see and experience this, I decided to draw a firm line. After I did that, the person reached out, and it was really lovely because what I could see was that there was a misunderstanding. There was a misunderstanding or an opinion from them which had been firmly planted between us. They had held that firm opinion about something that I was doing which was out of alignment with them. But instead of being able to speak courageously into what they were experiencing, it became a withhold and a barrier and a misalignment. And then our relationship has been misaligned now for some time. So in that space that got created there, for whatever reason, just maybe because people are shifting and changing, she found the courage to speak up about the thing that had been upsetting her, the misalignment of views or values. And we were able to, in some way, move forward in unity, more unity than was present prior. So not perfect unity or harmony, but in a mutual kind of acceptance of difference of views. And this is really my intention for all of us to be able to experience this shift. So, Beautiful. So thank you for following along in this meditation. So we're going to ask Archangel Zadkiel now if we can all have this experience of standing alongside the thing, the conversation, the person, the emotion, the outcome which we are resisting accepting. So is there something there that comes to mind? We're resisting accepting it. Okay. And then I want you to place, if you want to, place your hands on your heart. I just invite you into that heart space to call that person's higher soul self to stand alongside you, if they are willing. To stand alongside you. And I want you to imagine standing shoulder to shoulder with that person. With Archangel Gabriel wants to join, Archangel Gabriel of knowledge, of wisdom, of insight, of course. Archangel Zadkiel of the transmutation, violet flame, the wisdom. Is they're going to stand in front of us now and act as a mirror. You can shift the consciousness of that person, that situation, that event, that moment around in front of you. What is it that you're resisting there? And I invite you to view the energy in front of you as if it's you from a different perspective, looking back at you. And what is it that you are not seeing currently about this situation? That if you were to stand on that side, looking back at you, is there something that you can see, that you can feel? Is there an experience that that person or that relationship or that event or that time or that work, that project, whatever it is that you're using in this exercise and is coming to mind, what is the energy of that wanting to express back to you that you are now ready to receive in a whole new way? What is it that they have been scared to say? What is it that you have been scared to hear? What is it that when you soften into a pure place of love, compassion, non-judgment, understanding, the clearing that you are for resolution and acceptance comes into view? We just ask Archangel Zadkiel and Archangel Gabriel, and hope. I can see Archangel Hope with this beautiful rainbow light swirling around. It's like a magic, an alchemical cauldron. Wow. Coming through now, and they want to really just land some words, some experience, a feeling through to you. And Archangel Hope is just saying this is super potent work and it might even take a wee while, but there's magic and there's alchemy to it. It's a very important work that we're doing tonight and for the collective, because there is a division of how things are being seen, and there is a lack of courage for people to speak what's truly on their minds. And if they were to speak what's truly in their hearts and in their minds, there would be an opportunity for clearing. There would be an opportunity for alchemy, for magic, for transformation. But while it's suppressed and held, there is no clearing for shift. There's no clearing for transformation. So what we're doing tonight is starting to forerun this clearing for transformation. We know how to do this work. This is deep, energetic work. So I'm just going to hold space for a moment. And soon we're going to come back. But I also want to just invite you in your higher soul self now to pop into your awareness. What are the next steps? What are some next right action that you can see to either anchor in as a manifestation or to literally act upon in creating the right relationship with this aspect of your life that you've been standing alongside and mirroring, looking into tonight, into the cauldron with tonight? What is that? And it might be nothing. There may be nothing you need do. Often there's nothing we need do. We just hold space for the clearing, for the transformation to occur, and we allow the universe to do its work. Especially when we're working with higher soul self at that level. They know, they hear it, they see it, and you will be surprised what pops up in the next days and weeks around this. Okay. And but there may be, the angels may now be just giving you, or your higher soul self may be giving you a little bit of guided action right now, or it might become clear to you in the next couple of days what the action is to come into right relationship with this aspect so that you can carry it forward and dissipate, transmute, dissolve, alchemize the resistance that you've been feeling towards it. So we'll see how that goes. And when you feel ready, I'm just going to sit for a minute. Right, are we ready to move on? Okay, so let's just pulse some love, light, and gratitude to the angels for coming in, for guiding us through this work, for helping us to energetically reset, to realign, for expanding us to hold more of our soul's light, more of, to be able to access more of that intuition, more of that higher soul guidance. Each time we do this work, we bring more clarity, more ability to see, more ability to open space within us for the miracles around us to occur. The more we do this work, the more we align with this light, we send out that beautiful energetic ripple, that beautiful frequency of love, which is really the work of the Earth Angel. It's what we came here to be, is the frequency of love. You were born that way. There's nothing you have to find or be or become or learn or do to embody that love. That's who you are. So I hope that that feels good for you, has made a little difference for you. I do know it will continue to work on you. was quite big. Thank you for staying and being able to sit through that. It was quite a lot of energy, huh? How are you all feeling? Does anyone want to, anyone feeling guided to open your line and share a little how they are? You don't have to, but this is kind of our opportunity to.
That was actually so.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. That was so exactly what I needed after what I had messaged you today.
Yeah.
And being able to, not that the situation's out of control, but to be able to bring it down and guide it to a better end result, as opposed to let it get out of control, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
so that was perfect.
Perfect sense. I think that just getting chills as you're sharing. There's really such a lot. Okay, how am I going to explain this? Currently, in communication, there is density. Like there is so much.
Like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There is density. So we're speaking into a world of reaction, even more than we were before. Yeah. Everyone's on edge. Everyone's on tenterhooks. Everyone's under this stress. Everyone is feeling on edge and kind of angry. And so, we have a situation like kids at school, and we have to be, we know there's nothing we have to do, but the invitation for us as light workers is to take the higher ground, just because we can, just because we've been a little trained, just because we've done a little work now. We've been preparing for this, and we know how to hold space a little more than most people, and we can fully own that. Absolutely. Like, this is who we are now. There's no hiding here, right? So we can go into the conversations knowing that we're the peacemakers, knowing that we are the nurturers, knowing that we have the energetic space to hold people who are struggling. And if it's that we haven't got that space right now, that's perfect as well, and okay. We inherently have that. What's gone over the top of it is a big old fat lid on our jar of love. Yeah. So all we need to do is open our jar of love and fill it up, and then we'll be able to share it, right? I get that. We may, like, why should I have to be the one to do that? Well, sorry. Yes, I get it. And if you're feeling that way, it's because you're depleted. That's all. And once you start to shift the narrative and flick that switch, 2 weeks ago, I think it was 3 weeks ago, just after the end of the protest, just after I had COVID, well, whatever I had, the cough, I never tested positive, so I don't know if I had COVID or not, but it felt like it. A dear, sweet friend of mine said to me, "Who is holding space for you?" And I was like, kind of no one right now. And she's like, okay, well, you're coming over. And we had tea and we had cakes, and she gave me hugs, and it was just what I needed to recognize that I was at rock bottom. So it's my invitation to you, if you are feeling like you're not quite there, or getting there, or about to get there, or whatever, like, just who is holding space for you? So I'm holding space for you tonight, but it's nice to have to know who that person is who's holding space for you right now as well. And it's going to come. It's going to come. We're all just on different waves, but I promised you, when you commit to revitalization, that energy's there, and it will come, and your light will come back, and your heart will come back, and your big jar of love is going to be glowing soon. Again. Okay, I promise. This feels tight right now. It feels really heavy. Just focus on the little things that make the biggest difference. Okay. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's an oldie, but a goodie. It's such an old cliche, but it's such a goodie. The other thing I can really invite you into is blocking energetically, and being very, very aware of content that you're consuming. Yeah. Just do it. If it's draining you, get rid. You can always go back to it. But for right now, huge truth bumps of confirmation there from the angels. That is what they're saying. Yes, absolutely. Don't be afraid to leave groups. Don't be afraid to unfollow. Don't be afraid to block people. They're speaking especially about social media, but also with your inbox, with your emails, with your work, with people in your life. People in your life is a big one, okay? There's a lot of energy vampires around right now. We do not need to be their light source, okay? And you know who they are and what they're doing to you. So no more. With love. And you'll start to feel lighter when you do that. You're starting to feel lighter, Tanya. It's been good, in the last month or so. Yeah, absolutely. It's good. Lou, sorry, I feel like I a bit hijacked your share. So, so you were able to see a different perspective or bring some softening to that aspect of what you've been resisting?
Yes, because I realized where I basically hijacked someone's learning, so I could get my viewpoint across in a situation. And the reality is that I don't know everything either. So coming from the attitude of I need to tell that person because, you know, I know more. No, nobody knows more than anyone else. You just know it differently. And so the reality of that will change my approach to this situation moving forward to a better end result.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for being being coachable. Coachable. The angels are thanking you for being coachable and listening to them and their wisdom. And I pulled this card for you just as you were speaking. This is Archangel Aurora.
That's my granddaughter's name.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I love that so much. The synchronicity. There we go. Confirmation. Thank you, angels. Welcome, new beginnings. Yes, yes, yes. We're in this period of new beginnings right now. Let the sun shine in your life.
Awesome.
Here's this beautiful healing pink. So pink is really the color of the higher heart.
It's my color.
Yay. And yellow, we were learning about yellow the other day as being a color which not that many people love or gravitate towards, but isn't it the most beautiful, vibrant, sunshiny, reassuringly beautiful light color? So we love Archangel Aurora. Thank you.
Thank you, Alice.
Yay, you're so welcome. Just pop on popcorn or pop on if you want to share. I'm going to have a little look at Aurora and see if there was anything else that pops out for me.
I'm having a weird experience with everything at the moment, so that meditation was really nice. Thank you, Alice.
You're welcome.
I'm struggling a little bit with, I think there's a dance between masculine and feminine, both inside myself and also with my partner that's going on. But one of the things that I've noticed is that there's been so much that I've been dealing with, I think, since losing my job in November, actually, and before that I'm at this point now where I just feel numb to a lot of things. Like I just feel them going on around me, and I think I've lost all of my reactivity almost. And I don't feel like, I kind of feel like, yeah, well, that's the way it is, and now we just need to do something else and let's just get on with it. And there's like a lack of tolerance. Thank you, Kat. There's a lack of tolerance for drama or anything. Like I just don't feel I've got any energy to invest, particularly in conflicts, and I just can't be bothered. And I just find myself just being very non-attached like just I've lost all attachments to everything. Like I've, you know, I'm sitting in my house at the moment, which I couldn't wait to see the back of. And that's going to mean that I'm homeless living in a truck. But, you know, I just have no attachment to this house anymore. I've packed it up. It energetically doesn't feel like my space. I don't want to be here. I'm quite excited about that, but I'm also just quite sort of like, ugh. Like there's just so much that I just can't. I'm just,
Oh, thank you, my love. I just really want to deeply, deeply acknowledge you for the huge amount of work that you've been doing. I'm trying to think, when did we start Angelic Reiki? June last year? Out of the middle of the year, June, July, I think it was. And like you walking into the ceremony prior to the Angelic Reiki training, when you had no idea what you were doing, but you know, Abby's comment on the post in the group had you be there, and you were like spiritually throw it into the fire. She was like, what is this? I know I need more. And then do you remember when all your fingernails broke in Angelic Reiki? It was like this wild physical starting to metamorphise and shed and shift and change. And like, you know, I really acknowledge you deeply, deeply, deeply. I don't think you quite understand the depth of work that you've done necessarily, like who you've become now. And it's so quick. Like, I think that when that happens at such a rate, and the world changes at such a rate as well around us, it's literally head spinning work, and our bodies can't quite keep up. So what I really feel for you is that it's like a deep nervous system reset.
It's funny you say that, because now that the house is done, I just keep falling asleep everywhere. Like even during that, there were a couple of moments where I was like, whoa, I've gone. Okay, I'm back.
So, it's like you're done, your soul contract there's done, you are so ready for what's next. The lesson is just, isn't it, the surrender and patience part always. You know, as a humanity, like personally, individually and collectively, we're really much feeling like we're on the precipice of something. The experience isn't necessarily one of depression, but it's almost like depression. It's definitely a numbness.
A lull.
And a lull. That's the exhaustion of the nervous system. And then also steps one of, she pointed to me, was this amazing word called languishing. Like we are languishing. We just, even though that sounds a little glam, I don't think it's quite that glamorous. We're sort of struggling. We're a little dead.
Because everything's dying as well. Like I thought I had all my ego deaths, but like my phone is fucked, and look, excuse my language, everything's just like whatever, off you go then, you know, like just sell it all, I don't care, like whatever.
And you do care, it's just that you're not attached, so you're ready to release, and you're in the space of being ready to release. And I think that what draws us forward energetically is this future that we're living into, and it's very hard, Sheree, on the back of the exhaustion, on the back of the nervous system upgrade, on the back of the spiritual shift that you've been through, the dislocation of that, and the creation of your future and anchoring in with certainty that this is happening, it is hard. So my invitation to you is to spend some time every day in manifestation mode. So dream boards, looking at properties, or thinking beyond what's the existence in the truck. Like, where are you going in the next like year to 3 to 5? What do you want to have happen? Because I think that we forget that we're in control. When we're under such active suppression, it feels like they are telling us how to live life, and they are telling us what we can do and not do. And we're on this edge, eggshells, waiting for the next command. Do you know, the next piece of information, the next little bit of bait for us swimming along as little fishes, rather going, no, we're the ones who are out there casting our rods, reeling in the future that we want. We're not like swimming along waiting for the little next piece of announcement, thank you very much. Or the next, when is the market going to come right? Or when is the, it's like, what do you want? How do I've had a breakthrough in this really recently, because I was in a situation with our house where I wasn't happy and I knew it wasn't right. And I said, no. What I need to do is put my foot down right now, be brave, have this conversation, which led to an outcome that gave me so much more certainty, and it's given me life because I'm here now. And I'm able to be here now. And I'm able to move forward with confidence because I've got a plan, which doesn't depend on my external environment. It depends on us and my word. And I'm manifesting that future now with power. So I know it's tiring, but the antithesis of it, it's like those little, I don't know why I'm getting that analogy, but the monkey grips. You have to do the work to feel the release. You're tired, so you don't want to do the work. But if you did the work, you would feel the release. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Sorry, that's good.
It's not, and it's like really this beautiful.
The thing is, I feel really it's counterintuitive, but I feel quite free and quite relaxed and kind of quite loose about how things are going to evolve. Like, I kind of have a bit of a view of what I want to particularly create in this next chapter, and I feel I'm kind of on that path. It's just this weird sense of being just, I don't know, maybe just wholly relaxed. Maybe finally I have let go of enough things that actually, I am just pretty confident that things will come together in whatever way they're meant to. And if all else fails, I can turn tricks. No, like I for the first time probably in my life, I actually feel like it'll all be fine. It'll be fine. And
good.
Yeah.
So it's just leaning into that. So there's
normally I'm a forcer and a doer.
Yeah.
And I just don't feel that there's a place for that. But I also feel like what will be, and kind of do have to see a little bit of what evolves. So
I drew a card for you. This is Archangel Muriel.
Nice.
Yeah, beautiful archangel, holding that rose, a chalice there with the full moon. Beautiful. And the message is trust your own wisdom and have faith in your psychic impressions.
Oh,
yeah,
that's funny.
So I wonder if that's a doorway. Yeah,
I've been getting a bit of that kind of thing lately.
Yeah, well, having strong psychic impression and strong intuitive ability is such a gift. And it's interesting because there's a lot of people awakening into that aspect of themselves, into that soul gift right now. I've been having lots of questions about it, more than ever. And they're like, well, what do you do with it? How do you know if I'm, if you're psychic? It's kind of an interesting, road, right? Muriel's this angel of love, compassion, and harmony. There we go.
Harmony.
Yeah. So I think, you're on the right track, babe. It's just a matter of keeping on going.
It just feels like a new being.
He does this. When you're at a crossroads, he gives you courage to find this new pathway and helps you choose with wisdom. He does this by lightening up your enthusiasm for the right direction. Many people are sensitive and intuitive and need extra comfort and support. If this applies to you, Archangel Muriel will gently send to you and offer you the assistance you need. He will be able to help you trust your psychic abilities. Yeah. Don't hold back. Yeah, and as soon as you feel the time is ready, gather your strength, follow your gut reaction, and do what you need to do, and the door to happiness will open.
I think I'm just about knocking on it, so.
Yeah. Well, Just honouring you for showing up, babe. You've been through such a lot. I really, really know at a deep, deep personal level how much you've been through. So we love you. We honour you. We're thanking you for the work that you're doing out in the world as well with your harmonic days. Beautiful soul offerings, the sound baths that you've been doing. Everyone's been raving about it. So, you know, you are a very special Earth Angel.
Thank you.
No, you're so welcome. Can relate to that as well, Briar. Yeah. I will pull you an angel, Steffi. Yeah. You want an angel or a rose?
Rose, please.
Oh,
But
rose. What?
I'm very fortunate that I do get a lot of your time. So if there's anyone else that wants, you know, some extra love, feel free to go.
You're so sweet, Steph.
I get lots of Alice love.
I was like, I'll do it.
A spiritual daughter. Oh, yay, Jimmy. How are you, love? So nice to see you.
Hi guys, I'm Jem. I think I've seen a few of you before. I feel really fatigued and depleted, and I didn't actually realize how much until that meditation. I thought I was holding my shit together, but I don't think I am. Yeah, when you were talking at the end about like you were born with this love and this heart in you and you don't have to find it or do it. The only thing I kept thinking was like, why? Can I just like, be one of the ones being looked after? Yeah.
You don't want to be them. That's the irony of the light of the path of the Earth Angel light workers. You really don't, you know, this is a gift. Yeah, but we get tired.
Yeah. And I've just had this lately. I feel like I've come full circle in a way, or like spiraling rather than a circle. And I just feel like all the work I've done and all of the journeying I've done, I'm still in the same place. Like that wall you were talking about in that density is and I know, like my knowing, I know that it's okay, and I know there's light on the other side, but it's just that daily reality of having to look through it, and it's exhausting. Yeah. So
where are you trying to get to that you're not already at, babe?
I think I'm just stepping backwards in some of my practices, like take it, like you said, like consuming content that I know I don't want to be looking at, but doing it anyway, kind of engaging in gossip and doing it and knowing I don't want to be doing it, and in my head going, why are you doing this? You don't, like, I'm sort of attracting these behaviors that I let go years ago, sort of coming back. I think that's, yeah.
Well, that first stage of this transformational process is to be bringing awareness to what's not working. So you're just there. And you're amazing. You're so amazing. You've got more like amazingness in your little finger than most people have in their whole body. So please don't give yourself.
I do think I'm amazing. My self-belief is still there. I'm just a bit over it. I'm just like, oh. Yeah. And we're just like a few years ahead, and it's all fucking.
No, it's fine. We've been dealt a really, really, really big energetic blow. It's been like somebody's come from behind, a meanie, a bully in the playground, and has pushed us really hard, and we fell over, and it freaking hurt.
Yeah. It's
really hurt. And I think we've got grazed knees, elbows, bit of a sore head, still trying to get back from being shoved in such a rude way. That's all I can say about that, is that they were, you know, there's this bully that we does not deserve to have that happen. And look, we are a little pissed about it. You know, what did I do to cause that? There's all sorts of soul level like issues going on where we just haven't quite got the clarity, because we've kind of forgotten who we are because we got pushed, and then we started to relate to ourselves as someone who allowed that to happen or was weak, or I don't know, there's some story related to what happened that we've told ourselves. It's just not the truth.
Yeah.
None of this is our fault. None of it. It's simply like a little kid in a playground that came along and some big nasty child pushed them. You know, I did this exercise the other day where I went back and looked at myself kind of like pre-2020. I was on fire. I was fucking so happy. I was like shining, beautiful, showing up. I'm like, where did that girl go? What the heck happened? I got bullied into submission. That's what happened. And it's not my fault at all. Like, I can be responsible because I'm a good, decent human and I was there and I'm part of a collective and I had something to do with it. And this is part of my soul growth and our lesson. But ultimately, you know, I'm a good person like you. I have more amazingness in my little finger than most people. Right? So it's all just a matter of course correction, my love. And that can happen at any time, any moment, you know, and when we're ready to see it, we'll act on it and then start to bring some discipline to it. And, you know, we might relapse. It's a bit like, you know, coming out off a drug, or I don't know. We've done that a few times, haven't we? I want to share this card with you. That's the crowning. Wow. So this is the Rose. I'll come back to you, Steph, in a minute. But this is the Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And how beautiful is that? So you're literally like this lady here giving birth to a rose. I don't know if you can see that very clearly tonight, but I'll send it. I might send it to you. There's a rose between her legs and a little like baby.
Oh, that kind of crowning, like the crowning of a baby. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it's quite graphic. You're literally crowning. Initiation, threshold, birth, rebirth, a seat at the table.
Yeah.
Let's have a wee read of what that means for you, because it's pretty deep. I think it just means that you are about to burst forth into your next realm of spiritual moving forward, you know, like what's next for you in life, maybe not even spiritual, just in life. There comes a time when the flower knows it can no longer remain in the protective constraints of the bud. Somehow it needs to trust in the birthing energy and surrender to the unknown of the bloom. The same birthing energy exists within all of nature and in birth, both physical and metaphorical. It's an initiation of the mother as well as the child, who transitions from the water world of the womb to a whole new one on earth. This is the card of crossing thresholds and walking through the gates of initiation, which requires great courage and faith. There are rolling contractions, and it's almost always not straightforward. As we transition from one thing to another, we're called to burst through the constraints of the seed and then the certainty of the bud, so that something new can bloom from within. We are always birthing something, and deep inside we know that the only way to surrender to the initiation is to surrender to the innate power within. This power is inner, but it's also connected to the intelligence that exists within all of life. It's the same energy that tells flowers when to bloom, and it was present when you grew in your mother's womb. Trust in that. It will carry through you. Surrender to what's wanting to be born through you. Life is always trying to initiate us even more into who we truly are. And so the soul inquiry question is, how is life trying to initiate you? I was pretty present to your son as you were speaking that, as I was reading this.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
You initiating as a mom. It's a really hard time as a mother right now.
Yeah.
I'm really learning all that at a new level too. It's amazing.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. I got a really big code the other day about, it was from what Guru Jagat used to say, around being a householder. So as the, you know, like we know as a human being, with many, many aspects and facets to our personalities, but the skills it takes to be a householder is different skills to being a mother. And I was like, oh shit, see, when I became a mother, I didn't necessarily sign up to become a householder. Didn't think that was necessarily part of the deal. So the parenting and the mothering I see as quite a different skill to needing to have the tenacity and the you know, wherewithal and the stamina to be able to do all the dishes and all the cooking and all the washing and all the clothes and all the other stuff that comes with being a householder. And then we lump that in together with mothering and parenting, and suddenly we're a bad mother. You know, we're just maybe doing it wrong or doing it in a way that's not right for us. So there's some interesting aspects, and also around keeping these guys safe and protected, and, you know, the world that they're growing into. And, you know, there's just so much around parenting and mothering as we all come deeper into the mother energy. So I hope that helps a little. Yeah, I love you. You're amazing. Okay, sweetie, I've got, this is the next part of the mother. This is for Steph, but I feel like this is also for all of us, and then we might wrap up because it's getting, it's on 9 o'clock. So this card is also from the Rose Oracle. Can you guys see the little baby? There's a wee child in there. There's a little wee baby. And then the mum. So this is the card of the inner child, the child within. Inner mother, innocence, gentleness, tenderness. And I feel like if there's something we can take away from the call tonight, it's really that this is how we can invite ourselves to be with ourselves. So the child within. You know, remember there is a little child within, and we've been invited or provoked, not even invited, we've been pushed into acting from more of a grown up place lately. I don't think our inner children have really been held lately. I think we've had to fight pretty hard, and so the adult self has had to come to the fore. You know, it's no point putting a child on the front lines, is there? So we've had to bring forth our adult self, or our kind of warrior self, and it's been, I think that's tiring as well, and we kind of get out of balance. Like there's a play and a joyfulness and a lightness that our inner child really thrives on and enjoys, and it's been missing. So let's, you know, have this be an invitation to come back into that energy as well. Maybe take some time out, do a workshop, do something that is fun, you know, for us, that feels good, something creative, a trip away. I know a lot of us are really feeling called to change environment or have a wee break at the minute. We can be so hard on ourselves, expecting to heal according to a schedule. Sheree, where are you? And beating ourselves up when we make a mistake. The rose wants us to release all hardness from our bodies and all hurt from ourselves, to find a way to soften, to remember that no matter what has happened, is happening, or will happen, we're all innocent children of the stars and innocent children of the earth. The flowers are here for us. They are safe. They are a soft place to remember. They want you to nurture the child within. This is a card of gentle reassurance and compassion. It brings a message of gentle understanding and tenderness. It's a reminding you to treat yourself like the innocent child that you are. To take your inner child and let them rest deeply in the soft petals of your heart. We all have a child within us who at some point went into exile because they were hurt, or because they didn't feel safe, or the world didn't feel safe. And no matter how much we've grown, when we as adults are hurt or triggered, it's normal to regress to this age and feel overwhelmed by the original emotion. And while we can't change the past, what we can do is scoop up the child within and place them in the soft petals of the rose of our own heart. And the soul inquiry is, how can we tenderly tend the child within? Cool.
Thank you, Alice. That was beautiful and so on point.
Yeah. And I know Steph's mum's just been in Wellington, so it's just been, you know, we all grow through those stages of relationship with our, you know, our physical mothers, or the women that gave birth to us, or us as mothers. It's really deep, deep work at the minute, the child and the mother, and being in right relationships. So, you know, our own inner child, our own inner mother, our own mothers, our own children. It's all very a beautiful, complex web, but we're here to grow and learn, and we're in the right place doing the good work, so we can be grateful for that.
Thank you so much, Alice, for tonight. I
You're welcome, Heather.
absolutely needed to be, I'm in the right place. I totally feel that with every part of my body, and I actually became very light during that time, and I almost felt like I was elevating. I almost felt like I was actually lifting up. Everything was just kind of connecting in again. It was I almost felt like I kind of like zipped off somewhere and came back, but it was actually quite joyous. It was actually a joyful place that I ended up in. So yeah, thank you so much. It was wonderful. And talking about spontaneity too, with just you know, like you said, a trip or a this or a that. Yesterday I'd spontaneously, if that's the word,
Spontaneously.
Yeah, decided to go and see Michelle up in Hawke's Bay. So I leave early tomorrow. Yeah, just
Yay!
just going off. Yeah.
Courage.
Yeah, Michelle Courage.
Oh, she's gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yes,
missed
she's
that.
up in- Yeah, so popping up to see her for 2 days, come back Sunday night, and just thought, nah, got to do it. Just do it. I didn't know. Often I can overthink things and become a bit overwhelmed, particularly at the moment. So yeah, I feel great. Just created it.
Yay. Well, yes, send our love to Michelle. I was just having a thought as you were speaking. I'm seeing the second week of the holidays. You said Michelle will be in Wellington, so I'm actually just like manifesting. I'm literally seeing the opportunity for us to all get together and have an event or a day together or an evening together when she's here.
Perfect.
So
I'm not positive about the week, so do check up with her. Yeah, because it could be.
I'll check in with her if that's something that would be in alignment, but that would be cool. Otherwise, yeah, have an amazing time up in Hawke's Bay.
Can't wait. She said that it hasn't stopped raining, so she said, because I've got the Tukutup River right by the house, and she said it's getting very close.
Yes,
So,
I saw. Hopefully the
bring
rain.
the gummies. No,
But you guys will have a beautiful light weekend, I can absolutely imagine.
I'm just so excited about it. I know it's perfect for both of us. It's absolutely perfect. Yeah. Cherie, I had a statement in front of, I just sort of had this little statement in front of me, and I thought it says, whatever desire I have, it already exists in creation. And I just wanted to share that with you. Whatever desire you have already exists in creation. And it's all about just imagining it and feeling it and then receiving it. Having that ability, just feeling that feeling. It's just like, I just wanted to share that with you.
Thank you, love. No, that's awesome. I get that. I've been doing a lot of that about what is coming. So
It feels really exciting for you. Like it's like,
yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited once we get underway for sure.
Yay. Just on that note, I felt called to pull a final angel just to send us on our way. Sweet dreams. Archangel Amethyst. Yeah, there's been so much love and clarity, past life healing. Angel Amethyst. So there's your beautiful angel. And she says, purify your life with love and prepare for something better. So how perfect is that for all of what we've been talking about tonight? Time to purify our lives with love and to hold the frequency to call in the future we want, and let's prepare for something better. Because it's coming. It's coming like a freight train down the birthing canal. All right, you guys, I love you so much. You can jump off your mutes if you want and send some love out to everyone. Thank you, Caroline and Briar, Rachel, Lisa, everyone who's been on the call tonight. Love you all. That was fun. Should we do it again soon?
Yes, thank you so much, Alice. It was
Okay,
amazing.
my sweet. All right. Yeah, you're so welcome. I've been jumping on Soul Sanctuary on Facebook group live, and on Instagram live on Tuesdays at 11. The last 2 Tuesdays I'm going to try and keep doing that now. Just it's not quite as interactive and as, you know, circular as this space feels, but sharing a little bit about what's going on with the energies, doing a few cards, that kind of thing. So feel free to connect with me on there, and just keep an eye on your inbox and your socials for whatever is coming from EarthAngel School, as EarthAngel School feels aligned to fire up and send out to the world, which is always a surprise to me, but it's an exciting thing. There is some work in the, you know, in the birthing canal. Long that transition. No, we'll push it out soon.
Keep breathing.
Yeah, exactly right. Keep breathing, keep breathing, keep breathing. The longest labor of any labor ever. We'll get there. There's no rush.
It feels like it's okay to say a few sounds along the way.
Yeah, I know, right, to push it out. Wow, we've been delayed. We've been delayed a little. I didn't even realize that the Home of Compassion's actually been closed. So yeah, my last event was like November the 4th. It was that mini day retreat that we did, which was such a beautiful day retreat and a beautiful way to end. I actually thought I may never go back there. I really wasn't sure because we were moving. But part of the news is that we're now not moving until next year. So, oh, Debra, just jump off. That's all right. Yes, have to go. That's all right. We are not actually leaving Wellington until like going to list in November, December, depending on what's happening with the world, and move after that. So I've got another year. I've got this whole year of what's left of it, of doing angelic Reiki trainings, of online work, of in-person work in circles in Wellington. So I'm so grateful for that. And Our Lady's Home of Compassion opens again on the 3rd of April, apparently. I guess depending if the, you know, the COVID wave, the COVID bubbles popped or not. And hopefully then after the 4th of April, they won't require the bits paper either. So we'll be able to like gather, those of us who don't have our bits paper. And or our digital passes. So that'll be really exciting, and I'm, you know, just keep intending that we get together again soon, or that, you know, something aligned works out for us all. So.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Absolutely.
Yay. I'm excited. I am excited because it's been a while since we've had to pivot, and it's been hard. So all right, sweeties, I won't keep you any longer. Thank you so much for your love and your energy and your time tonight. You guys are amazing.
Thank you for holding space, Alice.
Being the beautiful,
Thank you, Alice.
vibrational, pulsing light beams that you are. I love you all.
Mhm.
Night.
Love you. Bye,
See ya.
everyone.
Bye.